Hello, Internet.
There's two topics of discussion here with everybody here. The first topic is the LCBO. Now, I don't know how many of you know.
None of us are on camera.
It doesn't matter.
Alright.
You're on camera.
They know our voices.
I'm not.
Anyway, on March 1st, 2012, since this is 2012, the minimum alcohol price is going up. So things like Lucky Lager and all that is going up in price. Right now, $28.80 is the cheapest price for a 2-4 of beer, and I believe it is $26.50. I'm gonna have to look up the alcohol percentage, the alcohol one, but 26 something I think is the lowest for 2.6, 26er of alcohol. Alcohol's going up by 55 cents. Beer's going up by 50. Now, yes, it's not much, but we already have one of the highest rates of alcohol pricing in the world. Norway is higher than us. Alberta higher than us.
But it's also 100% privatized, so that it makes
but
sense.
the LCBO, you know how much they make a year? Profit?
Well, probably
Huge.
tons.
1.16 billion.
Now, yes, before somebody says
Really
it,
not enough money.
before somebody says it, yes, a lot of the money that the LCBO makes is paying for our healthcare and everything like that.
Which is good.
Yes, it's good. My problem with this is what the LCBO is doing is instead of using the fact that we are one of the most one of the highest alcoholic rates in the world.
Alcohol
but
consumption areas.
Our alcohol consumption is huge here. Instead of using that to be like the Walmart and making prices lower so they're making a better profit and being able to sell things to us at a better price, they are going out and telling some companies that they have to raise their prices. So you got a little company, say Laker, that says, well, you know what, we only want to sell our 6-packs for $6. Well, they go, well, you know what?
And here's the other thing. I was actually reading an article a while ago. Is the Liquor Board of Ontario will actually tell the other
Yes, they'll tell them to
distributors
raise
charge
their
them
price.
more.
Instead of charging less and then charging us less to make the same profit, charge more so that we can make the same profit as we're making now. So instead of leveraging their buying power, they're fucking us in the ass.
Because they are quite literally the biggest buyer of booze in the world.
Yeah, the largest single purchaser of alcohol in the world.
They can dictate prices to any of it. They will pay this. No. See ya.
Yeah.
They'll be like, alright, no, we'll pay that.
But that's the difference for the majority of Canada, where you go to Alberta, 100% privatized.
100%
I can still go at fucking 3 in the morning and buy alcohol. Like, it is still available there. Manitoba, there are beer vendors. At 1:30, I can decide, you know what? I need to go home now, but I'm not done partying. Like, you know, there's the last bus. I can go and buy 2 2-4s to go home on. Go to Quebec, 10:30 in the fucking morning. I can go buy booze out of the local corner store. Ontario, not in the fucking slice, because it is still very much so on the right-wing douchebag asshole way of we want to make as much as we fucking can, and we don't care if we screw someone over.
But that's
if
the
Laker
thing,
goes
right?
under, they couldn't give a flying fuck. If Laker shuts down,
we want
they
to
will
make
still
as
make
much
a
as
bunch
we
of money.
can thing that doesn't make sense to me because they could make as much as they can by making the companies charge them less.
Yeah.
What they're saying is, you know what? You're charging us too little. Charge us more so that we don't have to lower our prices, or you know what? Even keep your prices the fucking same and make them charge less.
Yeah, but
then you're still making
But they
more
don't
money.
care if the little guys go down. Laker disappears, they don't give a flying fuck. Sky Vodka's still coming into the fucking province, they're making goddamn clearance off that. They couldn't give a flying shit about the little guy. The little guy is always going to get shit on, and they
Yeah,
don't
but you
care.
can't
It's
compare
another
Laker
little
to
guy's
fucking
fucking thing.
booze because fucking the big three control the beer stores.
Well, it's true, but the little guy they don't give a fuck about.
Yeah.
No matter what, anyone that comes in with that, because they're going to disappear, and
Well,
2
that's-
3
that's
days
the
later,
other thing that I
another
don't
little
think-
guy's going to come in and go, you know, I'm going to try now. They fail again, they're not going to care.
Yeah.
Because they're still the big guys that are making all their money. Because people are not going to stop drinking Canadian. They're not going to stop drinking Blue. It's not going to just disappear out of nowhere here. They're not going to be demanding the little areas. Yes, a lot of people do hate on those beers, yes. But those companies are there. They're always going to continue to make their fucking money. Because in general, people are like, oh, you go to any bar. Can you get a Blue? No. Can I get a Canadian then? Yes. That shit's always going to fucking be there. They're not going to disappear out of nowhere for any reason. Because they are a big enough company. The little guys, fuck them. You got to charge more? Well, nobody's buying anymore. Have fun shutting down. We don't give a fuck because it doesn't actually hurt us.
Now, see, that's the other thing, right? So the beer store is controlled by the big three. Sleeman's, well, Sapporo, Actually, all three of them are controlled by foreign companies
Yeah,
now.
there's
But
no
Sleeman,
way.
Labatt, and Molson are the big three that control the beer store. They own the beer store. They have made all the policies in the beer store, but the LCBO still chooses what is allowed to come into the country and the prices they have to sell. So, I mean, well, in the country, into the province.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing we have going on here. And really, my only thing is this. Why raise the money again? I remember when a 2.4 of Carling cost $24.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
And Carly's not a bad beer.
No, it'll do.
For $24, there was nothing wrong with it.
For the budget beer,
I have
yeah.
a red cap flag
That's
right
what
over
it is.
there, and red cap for $24 was nothing wrong with it either.
Awesome.
But you know what? Now then you made it up to 26, then you made it up to 27, then 28.80. Now it's going up to 29.30. I know it doesn't sound huge; it's only 50 cents. But the thing is, we're letting the LCBO.
Not to mention
fucks
the
in
LCBO
ass.
fucked over all their workers because they pushed them all down to part-time so they can get all their benefits cut.
Oh, it's easier way to always add money. Like somebody are like, I'm a smoker.
Yeah.
I've watched it go from it being $3.75 a pack when I first started smoking to, depending on the store I go to, it is upwards of $12 to get a pack of cigarettes for the brand that I happen to smoke. $12 goddamn dollars, where it's $3.75. Same fucking brand. It has gone up over $8 in
But that's happened
15
a couple
years.
times.
Oh, it's gone up a bunch.
And then
And
it
even,
drops
even
back
when I
down
went to,
again.
that's one thing I'll give, like when I went to Manitoba, it is more expensive outside of Ontario. It's really not that crazy, but to watch that expansion and go, I'll pay it. Like I left here and it was $8.56 a pack. I got to Manitoba and it was $10.10 for a pack of the exact same cigarettes. And I didn't stop. I jumped $1.60 and she'd be like, oh no, this is too much. But no, I'm going to keep
Still
doing
gonna
it.
pay it, but
And that's it,
I'm gonna
coming
bitch
back,
about it.
and it's going up, gone up, and there's now depending on the store between $11 to $12 for the exact same brand that I used to pay $3.75 for when I was 15 years old. So in the last 15 years, watching that shit happen, I just keep being that 80. Goes yes, 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 yes. And same thing's happening with the beer.
That's
Everybody keeps
primarily
saying
the
yes,
same
yes,
reason
yes.
like I'm getting into homebrew. I want to brew my own booze. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm just fucking cheap.
Yeah. No, and it will save you money. If you're doing it right and it's doing it well,
Yeah.
it's going to save you money.
Fuck yeah.
Well, see,
But
that's the
majority
thing,
of people
right?
can't do that. Majority of people aren't going to go out and have the equipment to be able to do that,
Yeah.
which would be good if they could. Like you guys have the equipment, at least the minimal amount, to be able to do your home brews. And from what I've at least seen today, not done bad. Like enjoyed both of them at least on a somewhat scale.
Yeah.
Most people aren't able to. It'd be similar like nobody's gonna go make their own fucking cigarette leaves and.
Well, no, it's because
make
everyone's
packs
turning
of
into a
it,
bunch
and
of
make their own
pussies.
beers.
Fucking, that's why fucking nobody fucking cooks at home anymore.
Yeah.
You know, I can make a fucking
No,
good
it's fucking
fucking.
done.
I can do it.
Well, see, here in Canada, groceries aren't all that bad. In the U.S., groceries aren't bad either, but you go to a restaurant in the U.S., and the prices are so cheap that's why in the U.S. they're eating out all the time. Like, it's almost cheaper to eat out in the States.
Yeah, but a lot of the U.S. meat and stuff like that, I just wouldn't want to eat.
No, I wouldn't.
I'm a
It
full
tastes
hardcore
weird.
fucking carnivore. I do.
It tastes weird.
But anyway, my biggest problem with this LCBO thing isn't that they're raising the price. It's that they're raising the price again when they don't have to. They can easily make the same amount of profit without raising the price. And it's the fact that we just keep letting them raise the price that bothers me too. I mean, hey, let's go have like a fucking
Occupy.
Occupy
Occupy
Yonge Street.
LCBO.
That'd be
I'll
awesome.
occupy an LCBO. Done.
Bunch of
I'll
drunks.
occupy it.
I got some guns.
No, fuck that. That word, not you.
Alright.
Yeah. Tom's just getting all kind of. Well,
This is a non-politically correct discussion.
yeah, really.
You fucking cunt.
So yes, I understand why we're paying so much. I mean, yeah, I go to the States and I can buy a 24 pack. Fuck, I can buy a 30 pack of Rolling Rock for $13.99
Yeah,
in the
that's
States.
what I don't understand.
Up here, I'm paying almost $40 for the
but
same thing.
But that's the not understanding it. It's fucking bullshit. I can go to the duty free and get the exact same thing for fucking $15
It's
less.
because you're not paying the taxes. The taxes are there because that's what's paying for our OSAP. It's what's paying for our OHIP. It's what's paying for everything that we use.
But I don't go to any of those things, and that's what bothers me more so. Like, legitimately, I'm 30 years old. The last time I went and seen a doctor, I was 7. I've not been to a doctor in 23 years, but I still had to put money towards those kind of shit. Yeah. I
Even
don't,
when you ate the
yeah.
fucking
I don't go to fucking doctors whatsoever. I have nothing against doctors. If you want to go to them, go ahead. That's not my bit. I've been to a doctor in 23 years, but I still put money towards that shit. You said OSAP. I never got no higher education. And me saying I ain't got no, it makes sense. I never went and had that happen. I didn't go to college. I didn't go to
You ain't
university.
got shit.
I get drunk. I sound even more and more like a fucking idiot. But I did not go to college. I did not go to university. Yet I still paid towards fools being able to go, and most of them don't do sweet fuck all. Most now 17-year-olds can get into fucking university or college. What do? They get drunk as fuck on their fake ID, and about 3 years later decide, oh wait, I need a future, and then go. But they still got 3 years of fucking riding it out. But I'm still putting the money in. So really, they're getting all kind of free shit for nothing.
Man, you sound like you belong to the Tea Party.
Maybe a little bit. I do got a little bit of conservatism on the spending money for nothing. But again, you said what? 1.6 something billion.
1.16 billion.
1.16 billion. They make every fucking year,
Right.
and it goes towards the things that I get nothing out of, and majority of people that I know do not go and get from.
See, and that's the thing too, right? They make 1.16 billion a year. If they force people to sell them beers for, well, alcohol for lower prices, they could make 2 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
But it's the whole vice thing. The government doesn't want to be a purveyor of fucking drunks.
But they still want to take all the fucking money from it. Where the thing I can bring up again is the fact that I'm a smoker. I remember looking at, and this almost 10 years ago, they were getting 61% of the money that came from it was to taxes.
Right. Same thing with gas. Like half of your cost in gas is tax.
Yep. So they're getting a lot of goddamn money for not
Well, you
really
look
much.
you look at taxes. Period. Right? We came into the country yesterday, and our next conversation video will be about what happened to me and Boychuk yesterday. But we came into the country, and we had a border guard that made us pay duty on something that most border guards would never make you pay duty on. Not going to get into that because you know what? It's the rules. Whatever. You want to make us pay duty, you want to make us pay duty. We had 26 bottles of beer between two guys, so 2 13 packs. You know what? It's not even worth paying duty on. But we went in. $2.55 was the duty. $10 was the taxes on top of the duty.
It's a lot of free money for nothing.
So that made that 26 beers cost an extra $12. Well, 13 or 14 in the end. But what I'm trying to say is the duty was $2.55. And then the Ontario government raped you in the ass for another 10.
By the by, the shit that you had nothing to do with our fucking country, you want to bring it in here.
Yeah, I can understand the
Pay
duty.
me $10 to bring it over.
You want to bring it in here, the duty is $2.55. That's for bringing it in here.
Yeah.
But where did this $10 in tax come from? Where did this 800% taxation come from?
For nothing. For goddamn
Because you
nothing.
didn't buy it at home.
Yeah.
But anyway, really, again, the conversation here wasn't as much about what's going on as it's happening. Do you guys know that it's happening? What do you feel about it? How do you feel about it?
Even people that are
Comment.
not from the fucking area. Even people that are not from here. 'Cause there's a bunch of people that I've seen that are coming from other goddamn countries.
And are saying,
Even
what the fuck?
continents.
I actually have some friends that have come over from other countries, and I bought beer for them, and we were drinking here in the house. And they go, "Hey, I'll buy the next 2-4." And then they heard $38,
Yeah,
and they
we're
said,
not
"What the
fucking
fuck
prepared for
is
it."
this?"
Yeah. Look at that. Even people that are from other places. Toss them the price that you're used to paying for something. So you can even see a example of if you're sitting in England and you went and bought a fucking 2-4, what do you pay in comparison to us?
Yeah, I've had a lot of people tell me, like, that's how I know that Norway's booze prices are so much fucking grosser than ours.
Yep.
But, yeah. Tell us what a 2-4 is for you, for your average macro, your national brand. What's your average 2-4? I know what it is in the U.S., so you guys shut the fuck up. Everybody else.
Well, I know in England, like a 2-4, like a 24 case is about 20 to 24 pounds. But when you
Do the translation for us.
cost of living, it's $20 here.
Yeah.
So.
Thank you, YouTube. Comment down there everything you want to comment. Bye.